If you are over 60, these 5 simple exercises can change your body in just 3 weeks, and you can do them right at home. What if I told you that some of the most powerful tools for rebuilding your body after 60 aren't in a gym, but already inside you? And what if the real secret to staying strong and independent wasn't about working harder, but about moving smarter, using movements that protect your joints, wake up dormant muscles, and even sharpen your brain? Most people don't realize that after 60, the body begins to respond differently. Small, intentional movements suddenly become far more powerful than complicated workouts. A slow, controlled sit to stand can activate more muscle fibers than a rush squat. A simple heel raise can boost circulation more effectively than half the machines at the gym. And a steady step to the side can lower your fall risk more than the expensive balance equipment gathering dust in fitness centers. Today, I am going to show you 5 gentle but science-backed exercises that may look familiar, but you will experience them through a brand new lens, the lens of longevity. These movements are not just exercises, they are signals that are telling your body to stay strong, signals that keep your nerves firing quickly, signals that protect your independence. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll learn one movement that takes almost no effort, yet has the power to improve the way you stand, walk, and stabilize your whole core. Before we begin, drop your name and where you are watching from in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let's start with a movement that predicts independence better than almost anything else. The sit to stand. Many people are surprised to learn that your ability to rise from a chair with control is one of the strongest indicators of how well you'll move in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. This simple motion engages major muscle groups, the quadriceps, glutes, and deep core, while also stimulating your balance centers and strengthening neural pathways that keep your body responsive. A study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that adults over 60 who practiced sit to stands daily for just 8 weeks increased leg strength by 31% and reduced fall risk nearly 40%. And beyond strength, this movement boosts circulation, supports blood sugar control, and enhances cognitive sharpness by increasing blood flow to the brain. Every time you rise with intention, your body receives a message. I am still strong. I am still capable. I am still here. To do it properly, sit in a solid chair with the feet on the floor and knees in line with your ankles. Cross your arms over your chest or extend them forward if you need extra support. Take a gentle breath in, press through your heels to rise smoothly to standing. Imagine your spine lengthening up vertebra by vertebra. At the top, pause for a moment to feel your muscles switch on. Then, lower yourself slowly, resisting gravity instead of falling back into the chair. Aim for 5 to 8 slow repetitions, resting whenever you need. If getting up from a low seat is challenging, place a cushion under you and gradually lower the height as your strength returns. Next, we move on to the upper body, which becomes surprisingly important with age after 60. Strong arms and shoulders aren't about fitness, they're about function. Lifting a bag of groceries, reaching into a cabinet, opening a heavy door, or preventing a fall all depend on upper body stability. Wall push-ups are among the safest and most effective ways to rebuild that strength without hurting your wrists or shoulders. Research from the American College of Sports Medicine in 2022 showed that older adults who performed wall push-ups 3 times a week improved shoulder mobility by 23% and significantly reduced discomfort in their elbows and wrists as posture and movement patterns improved. But what really makes this version powerful is the breath. By coupling the movement with slow, mindful breathing, you are calming the nervous system, enhancing the activation of your muscles, and moving with much more control. Stand facing a wall with your hands, placed slightly wider than shoulder distance. Step back until your body forms a straight line from head to heels. As you inhale, slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. As you exhale, press lightly back to the starting position. Your breath should guide your pace, smooth, steady, and controlled. This isn't about going hard. It is about moving right. firing up the muscles that protect your shoulders, and rebuilding strength you can actually use in daily life. You combine that movement with slow, intentional breathing, and you'll spark something powerful inside of you. You actually turn on the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the component in charge of slowing down your heart and lowering those stress hormones, restoring balance to your system. With every controlled push toward the wall, you lower blood pressure, ease cortisol levels, and support long-term heart health in a way that feels so gentle, so natural, and so safe. Wall push-ups also help correct one of the most common issues people develop after years of sitting, rounded posture. When your shoulders roll forward and your chest tightens, it affects everything. Your breathing, your balance, your circulation, even your mood. But each time you press through your palms with awareness, your chest opens, your shoulder blades glide back into alignment, and your lungs expand more fully. Over time, this simple shift improves your posture, deepens your breathing, and restores confidence in how comfortably and safely your body can move. And that is what truly matters. Every smooth repetition is a step away from frailty and a step toward freedom. This is strength you can feel in your daily life, not the kind that exhausts you, but rather empowers you. To perform it correctly, stand about an arm's length from a wall. Set your palms flat at shoulder height, slightly wider than your shoulder. Keep your feet on the ground and your heels down. Take a slow breath in through your nose as you bend your elbows and lean toward the wall, keeping straight from your head to your heels. Stop just before your forehead reaches the wall. Then exhale slowly through your mouth as you press back to your starting position. Do 8 to 10 slow repetitions, resting if you need to. An effective trick is to count 1, 2, 3 on the way in and 1, 2, 3 on the way out, syncing your breath with your movement. Next comes a really powerful exercise for reconnecting your brain and body from the ground up, the heel to toe balance walk. Balance is not just about the strength of your legs. It is an integrated process that involves your inner ear, your visual system, your nervous system, and the complex stabilizing muscles throughout your entire body. Over 60. The early signs of imbalance often show up in tiny ways. A slight wobble when you turn, a delayed reaction when you step off a curb, or a moment of hesitation when you shift sideways. The heel to toe walk may appear so simple, yet it is actually one of the strongest methods neurologists know to retrain your brain's communication pathways. You are literally placing one foot directly in front of the other, and that pushes your brain to make rapid adjustments in timing, stability, and spatial awareness. In fact, a 2021 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who practiced this walk for just 5 minutes a day improved gait speed and reaction time, while reducing their fall risk by nearly 50% in only 6 weeks. But the real magic is in the brain. This movement sparks the cerebellum, the part of the brain that governs coordination and balance. With each precise step, your brain is faster at correcting missteps, stabilizing your joints, and helping you shift in a different direction with ease. You are not just practicing balance. You are sharpening your reflexes, strengthening your ankles and knees, and restoring confidence in your body's ability to react when called upon. Perform this exercise by standing tall next to the wall or sturdy chair. Put one foot directly in front of the other, with the heel of your front foot touching the toes of your back foot. Look forward, keep your shoulders relaxed, and make slow and sure steps forward, placing heel to toe. Walk this way for 8 to 10 steps. Then pause and breathe. Use the wall lightly for support if necessary, but try to use your muscles rather than your hands. Imagine yourself walking across a narrow beam, and your body naturally becomes more focused. Perform 2 to 3 passes daily. You'll find as time goes by, your ankles strengthening, your steps becoming steadier, and your reaction times quickening. Now let's dive into a movement that is small, yet packed with major benefits. Seated knee lifts paired with diaphragmatic breathing. Strength doesn't necessarily come from big or intense movements. Sometimes it is born from the smallest acts done with deep awareness. Such a simple knee lift may just reawaken your core, improve circulation in your hips and abdomen, and reconnect a relationship between your breath and body. As you slowly lift your knees while breathing from your diaphragm, you fire deep abdominal muscles that protect your spine and stabilize your pelvis, all without strain or impact. This gentle combination builds internal strength, nourishes your organs through better blood flow, and helps retrain your body to move with coordination and calm instead of tension. Seated knee lifts with diaphragmatic breathing do so much more than strengthen your thighs or core. They engage deep stabilizing muscles, realign your spine, and retrain your breathing pattern into something far more efficient, something that truly nourishes your heart, brain, digestion, and overall energy level. After 60, many people unconsciously shift into shallow upper chest breathing. It often happens because of years of stress, back pain, limited activity, or the simple habit of holding tension. But this kind of breathing restricts oxygen flow, weakens posture, and reduces endurance over time. When you instead breathe deeply from your abdomen during movement, your diaphragm, pelvic floor, and transverse abdominis switch back on. These muscles form the foundation of balance, continence, stability, and core control, according to the National Institutes of Health. Even chair-based exercises with deep breathing decrease blood pressure, reduce stress, and improve walking tolerance in older adults, including those with restricted mobility. This is why the movement is so important. It is accessible to just about anyone, yet quietly powerful. It trains the nervous system, feeds the brain with oxygen, and prepares your whole body for safer, stronger movement throughout the day. Sometimes it is the small lifts that create the greatest forward momentum. How to do it? Sit tall in a strong chair with both feet on the floor, hip-width apart. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Inhale through your nose, allowing your belly to expand as it will. Exhaling through your mouth, lift your right knee a few inches off without leaning back. Lower it slowly as you complete the breath. Then switch sides. Inhale to prepare, exhale to lift. Do 10 12 repetitions in total. Pro tip, don't rush. The magic comes from control, not speed with time. This simple combination will strengthen your core coordination and help you feel steadier and more natural with walking, standing, and balancing. Now let's move into Lesson 5. One of the most underestimated exercises for fall prevention and hip strength, standing side steps. Most of our daily movement is forward walking, climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, but one of the earliest abilities to decline with age is side-to-side stability. And this decline is one of the strongest predictors of dangerous falls. Standing side steps target the muscles that protect you from these sideways, collapses the hip abductors, gluteus medius, and the lateral stabilizers around your hips, knees, and ankles. These muscles are your body's outer armor. They help you recover quickly from missteps, maintain pelvic alignment, and keep your legs steady beneath you. A 2020 study in the Journals of Gerontology found that targeted lateral training reduced fall risk in adults over 65 by more than 43% and significantly improved walking confidence. But the benefits don't stop at strength. When you train the outer hips, you are simultaneously improving joint lubrication in the hip and knee, relieving pressure from the lower back, and retraining your proprioception, the sense that tells your brain where your body is in space. This sense naturally dulls with age, but the right movements wake it back up. The power of side steps lies in their simplicity. With every controlled step, you are not only strengthening a muscle, you are widening your base of support, restoring symmetry, and teaching your body. I can move confidently in every direction. How to do it? Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart and place a hand lightly on a wall or sturdy chair if you need support. Shift your weight onto your left foot, then slowly step your right foot out to the side. Bring the left foot in to meet it. Move slowly, with purpose, for 8 to 10 steps. Then reverse direction. Keep your pelvis level, your core lightly engaged, and your knees soft, not locked. Gently engage your core and keep a soft bend in the knees. Step to the right about 12 to 18 inches, then bring your left foot in to meet it. Continue this pattern for 6 to 8 steps before moving in the opposite direction. Allow each step to be controlled and purposeful. Maintain an upright torso with no leaning or swaying, breathing naturally as one moves. Pro tip: imagine you are drawing a perfectly straight line with your feet. This small mental cue improves alignment, strengthens your outer hips, and enhances your overall stability. Complete 2 to 3 passes in each direction, resting as needed. Over time, you'll notice everyday movements, turning, pivoting, stepping around obstacles, feeling smoother, safer, and far more natural. Practical advice for older adults. If you are just beginning or returning after a long break, remember this: consistency will always beat intensity. You don't need strain, sweat, or soreness to make progress. What your body needs most after 60 is gentle repetition, safe patterns, and daily signals that say, I am still using this.